Alright, y'all, so this is R2 Crow's Eye of the Iron Fleet again. Do a little bit of more in-depth look into gear than we did the last time. Um, Defense set has changed a little bit. Red band, I went back to the lead circlet. If we look at the troops on the stats on that, you'll see it boosts my infantry in range, the two troops I use the most. The defender health and defender defense, backwards, whichever. Uh, Definitely important stats to have on a defense set or reinforcing when you're reinforcing. The only thing that would complement them better would be defender attack. Defender attack makes you more of a meat grinder. Of course, we just had new archer gear come out this past month here. The Kingswood stuff, which I absolutely love. Got a nice boost to the ranged attack there, troop attack and defense. A few other miscellaneous bullshit, but not important. March size. There's two variations on this one. Well, there's actually three variations on this one. This is the first one, which is just plain old March size. 33 or almost 3,400. And then an additional 856 when I'm attacking a player. The other stats on this are irrelevant because the whole point of this set is the march size and the increased march size versus player. Okay? Actually, go back to this. This is the first variation that I do on it. And this is my reinforcing march size. Send in an extra 400 troops, basically. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it boosts me up to that next 1,000 threshold to be able to send. So I'm sending 84 instead of 83 or 83 instead of 82, whatever it may be, with my gear and march size boosts. Again, not interested in any of the other stats here right now because it's a march size set. That's what it's made for. This is the one I like to use when I'm reinforcing my own seat, which, as you can see, I'm the Lord/Lady of Griffin's Roost, seat of the Conningtons. This one, the cool thing about this is not my march size or nothing like that, because that's not spectacular, but that reinforcement capacity for seats of power. Almost 18,000 troops. Over capacity. So Griffin's Roost is 710,000 capacity. I routinely put in almost 728,000 every weekend because it's a 2.5-star seat and it opens every week. And then we have the creature, because my march size versus creatures on this is bigger than my total march size of the banker's pouch. So if we're doing a rally event, I'll swap this out for the banker's pouch. Get that extra couple hundred troops, 2,500 troops going at the creature. Again, it's not a lot, but every little bit helps. Okay, this is a game of inches. Training gear. Love my training gear. 108.7%. Unfortunately, speed boosts are handicapped. Say if it's a 50% boost, you're not actually getting 50% of the boost. You're only getting 66% of the boost. You're only getting a 33% boost, I should say. So it's kind of shitty there. But then, of course, the more boost you have, the less it affects the actual stat you're trying to boost for speed. But it does help a little bit. So, and especially if you can stack it with either a training seat or a training seat or title and a seat like Rainhouse or Griffin's Roost or a bunch of the Stormland seats that have the regional training speed bonus and just squeeze that a little extra 2 or 3 minutes off here and there, you know. So we saw archer gear. Let's take a look at the new healing setup I got. Some of the new Kingswood stuff has some healing efficiency on it, which complements the Bolton and Carthene, the Bolton on the left here, and the Carthene dagger quite nicely. So the efficiency is through the roof on these. I believe it's like 1,000 food, just over 1,000 food per wounded soldier for me with this setup to heal. Actually, I might have some wounded to look at. I might not, but I might too. Healing speed is nice, but I'd rather have the efficiency for myself. I do. Oh, yeah, my T1s don't count. For my T8, I believe it's right around just over 1,000 food per troop, which isn't bad. I mean, it's like half of what I would normally spend to heal. So there's that one. Of course, I do also still have an infantry set. Oh, I don't know if we actually looked at the stats on that. We'll swap over to the stats real quick here before I start switching up. Yeah. Healing cost efficiency, 116.5%. The 38% speed doesn't hurt either. The wounded capacity, because normally when I'm wounded, I'm not wearing this stuff, so I don't really get that bonus all that much. So that was healing. Infantry. Mostly Bolton stuff. That Season 2 gear is awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't forget your trinkets. Trinket, trinket, trinket. Can't hammer it home enough. So that's what she looks like. And that's what it does. So if I had an infantry seat, done deal. I mean, it's on like Donkey Kong. It's gonna hurt when I hit somebody, even though my infantry isn't as good as my archers. Still gonna hurt. And then of course we have some construction speed stuff. Actually, let me go ahead and swap back to this. Not all that much. Let's say the construction, forging, and maester stuff is all kind of the same. I'll say, yeah, that one has healing speed, but it's not nearly as good as the healing speed that I get off of my Bolton Gorget of the same level. 21.76 there, 25 here. So it's just a little bit, but it's a game of inches. This is going to be a combination of forging and healing, or forging, research, and construction. And break out the shitty ring. God, I hate that ring. So I don't have any trinkets that boost construction or research, so I put on my bone needle there for the little bit of forging speed. Saying, here we go. Forging speed is plus 40%. Steel crafting efficiency is 28.56, which isn't great, but it's way better than nothing. You can always, again, just like your training speed, stack it on a seat like, I believe, Horn Hill that gives steel crafting efficiency. It's only 4%, but that 4% goes up as you're making higher stuff. You know what I mean? It's the same 4%, but it's more or less depending on the equipment that you're making. So this has been a look into my closet here on Game of Thrones in K127 on my main account. I hope you guys have enjoyed the look. Smooth sailing. And I hope you guys don't get zeroed.